characteristics. Love that. And then the girl was so nice there, chatting.
The sunshine juice cocktail. You know what you're gonna order, babe?
We always do that to people like, oh shit, I made
What are you gonna get?
And so,
Country breakfast.
drinking, I was like, yeah. Cheers! Oh, it does smell
How are they?
That is so good. Oh, I see the doors.
We're here at some cathedral. Here we are in Battery Park, or near Battery Park, in New York City, visiting our friend Jayla. It's a great time.
I don't know.
Yeah, did you love it?
Another place, and it's an adventure.
Guys, it's the Met Steps where Serena and Blair sit and eat their yogurts.
What's that place?
This is that place.
Who's Serena and Blair? Well, why didn't you bring
On
yogurt?
Gossip Girl. Because I'm not eating it.
Clearly, you didn't bring it.
Just on the Met Steps. Gonna be in an episode of Gossip Girl. We're on the plane and we're about to go back home from New York. See you in Denver. So we got back from New York and got back to our apartment around 1 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And it's a bit of a rocky flight, but it was all right. Yesterday I didn't film at all. It was kind of just rally day, and I did actually a lot better than I anticipated. You know, I did get to sleep some, and I didn't wake up for early morning alignment. I think it's important to do every day, and I also recognize that for me, sleep is the number one most important thing I can do for my mental health, for my physical health, for my overall well-being. And so I decided that I was going to take the extra hour to sleep since I needed it from getting back so late/early rather than do morning alignment. So know that even your self-imposed rules do not have to be hard and fast rules. Another thing I have been doing is not eating dairy since the beginning of October, and I have broken that on a few days in October when I was in Mexico and a couple days when I was in New York City. And it's really hard for me not to feel bad about things. Let me know if you relate to that at all, especially when I'm breaking a self-imposed rule. But then, it's important to remember that you're making those rules because you feel they're going to make your life better in some way. And if they aren't making it better, or if they aren't benefiting you in a certain circumstance, it's okay to bend and it's okay to be flexible. And I think that's one of the hardest things to learn when you have depression or especially anxiety is learning to be flexible. I know, especially as an adult children of an alcoholic, that being in control is one of the things that I crave the most, and something that really helps me with my anxiety is having a schedule. But at the same time, I have to remind myself on the daily that it's okay and that it's good to be flexible, and actually call myself out when I'm not being flexible. If we get so rigid and so stuck in our routines, it can actually become a detriment and a disservice to us, to the point where if anything ever goes wrong or awry, or something just doesn't go the way that you anticipated or expected it to go, it can be really tough to come back from, and it can be tough not to be upset and frustrated about it and just not have a good response to it. So remember that if you are using structure in your life in a positive way, to also remind yourself that it is okay to sometimes pause and ask, do I need to be flexible in this moment? Is this a moment where flexibility might serve me? And that doesn't mean that you're giving up on something. It doesn't mean that you are quitting on yourself. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong with you or that you should be ashamed about it or feel guilt about it. It just means that you're being flexible and you know that life requires some flexibility. Masha, what do you think? Are you having a cozy Saturday? Are you tired? Sorry, it's Saturday, and we're just taking pleasure in the small things today because we haven't had a Saturday in a while that we haven't had anything to do, so it's been nice to just relax around the house this morning. Landon made some delicious baked oatmeal that was like restaurant grade. He put whipped up coconut cream on top of it. And then we went to see Instant Family, which was great. And then I got some candles at Bath & Body Works. So excited. So just smelling those candles and about to relax some more at home. is the season for depression and stress and overwhelm. Am I right? Hopefully you are all on your way on this Sunday or have already been on your way to your Thanksgiving break for your schools. I definitely remember the fall semester being harder. I feel like fall semester, you don't really get a break until Thanksgiving, and then you have that week break, and then if you've gone home, you have to go back to school, and it's just like the last blast until you have winter break, and it's super easy to be burnt out. And I remember getting sick a lot during Thanksgiving breaks because your body's just been like holding on to everything, and it's like trying to just keep it up, and it's trying to get through midterms, and you're like, oh, I want to go out on Halloween and have fun, but then Thanksgiving rolls around and you're like, oh my God, I'm so tired, right? So really take this week to rest and relax. Do something that fills up your cup. Don't spend all of your time with family. That can be really stressful and overwhelming too. It's great, obviously, to see them and be a little bit more taken care of, hopefully, than usual, and get some of those treats in, get some of those movies in, but just do something for yourself too, whether that's taking a yoga class or taking time to take a hot bath or being able to actually read for leisure a little bit. I know I was an English major, so that was always my thing, was like, it would be so frustrating that during the school year I didn't get to read any of the fun books that I wanted to read. I love young adult fiction. I still love it. I'm getting more into adult novels finally. I've been super into murder mysteries this year. But young adult novels have like always been my jam. So I would always like save up and read those over Thanksgiving and Christmas break. Now I honestly really enjoy watching vlogs. I just got done with my workout and I was just stretching while watching some YouTube. I was just doing that because it just makes me feel good. It makes me smile. It fills my cup. And so, remember to take some time to just do something that fills your cup this week that you have off, and really soak it up. Don't worry about what it is that you have to do when you go back to school. It'll still be there. I promise it'll still be there. So just enjoy your time with your family. If you're working, I know some of my students are working during this break, try to take some time off to fill your cup and to fill yourself up. It doesn't have to look the same for everyone. It doesn't have to be the traditional form of self-care. Whatever makes you feel good. Like I said, I like sitting here watching vlogs while I'm stretching. Whatever. No shame. My fiance laughs at me about it, but I like watching vlogs. It makes me feel relaxed. And so whatever it is for you, just do it.